Hello and welcome back here to Brickworld, my Lego City project here on YouTube. And in today's update, we are going back to the inner part of that very big train station slash mall building. And you can see it here, there's a dark spot here. There are the outer walls of two shops, and today we are going to build the inner part of these two shops. We're also going to add the lighting, and we're also adding some more details and minifigures, so stay tuned. At the beginning we have to remove some parts of the building, so we can remove the part we are going to build today. The train station is all modular, it's a very big building, it's almost 2 meters wide, but we can remove every part in a modular way. And we also can remove that part with our two shops, as you can see right now. It's not so easy to remove, but it's a good way to build buildings in that scale, even if you have to move the building to another location, like I did it months ago when I moved all of the city to that new location you are seeing in the latest videos. But here you can see that part where we are going to work today. You also can see that wall on that front or inside wall where we were building right now. It's not a part of that module, it's part of that big module of the train station. And it's easier for me to build here because I can just put my hands into it and do not have to build it from the top. On the left side, today we are going to build a pet shop where you can where you can buy food and toys and other stuff for your cats or dogs. And on the other side, on the right side, we are going to add a little, let's call it sports shop, where you can buy bicycles or snowboards or surfboards, stuff like that. At the moment you can see that I'm adding the separating wall in the middle, and I'm also adding these little dark bluish gray plates on the left side. That's for adding some stuff you can buy later in the pet shop. Also you can see that I have added the wall almost on the top, and now I'm starting to think about it, how I'm going to build the inner part of that pet shop. I'm adding first tiles to it. I'm also adding the counter for the guy who is selling and working at the shop, and that's almost every time I'm adding new shops. You can see it here. I'm starting to change around some parts before I'm putting it really into it. And now I'm adding a lot of these little round round bricks. That's the food for cats and dogs. And on the other side, I'm also doing the same. I'm also adding some normal bricks in different colors. So it looks like there's a lot of stuff to buy for your cats or dogs. And let's see how it looks after the sponsor. And here you can see the finished pet shop. I have added 3 new minifigures. You can see that older guy with his dog when he's giving him a little a duck to play, and you see that woman that is looking at all the stuff that's on the shelves, and you also can see the guy at the counter with some stuff. And now we are going to start building the other shop. As I already mentioned, that's a shop for sport articles. And you also see that I'm already adding some snowboards and surfboards to the wall, so it looks quite nice. And on the other side we are going to add some bikes. You will see that in a minute. But I also have to remove some parts of that inner wall because I had to change some parts for the possibility to add these surfboards and snowboards to the wall. At the top I'm adding some of these masonry bricks and in white that just have some more structure on the wall. On the other side I'm now starting to think about how I'm going to add all that bicycle that I want to add. I have to add some plates to the ground so I can really put that bicycles there so they cannot move in any direction. I'm also adding 2 skateboards to the wall so that the wall is even not so empty. I'm going to add dark bluish gray plates, not plates, tiles where the bicycles are, and on the other parts of the shop I'm also adding white tiles. I think it's a nice combination of colors. I also already added the counter. I did something other than on the other side. I'm also adding that little part where there are some other stuff, sport articles, and that's the yeah, it's already finished when I'm adding now the minifigures. You can see I added 3 new minifigures. That means that I have added 6 new minifigures for today. I have the guy who is working there, and also have 2 people here that are in the shop, and one is talking to the guy on the counter, and that's our work for today basically. But let's have a look in that. It's a present from one of my German people that are in the community. He sent me that package with 2 heavily destroyed Central Perk sets that will be a basic for some new building in the near future. But let's go to another problem. I have to add the cables into the big building, but I had, let's say I had a problem in the time because I have not integrated the cable to the upper part, so I have now to remove big parts of the building. And yeah, that's a little problem here because I had destroyed one of the cables here, the connector to the upper parts, and that's a big problem because I have to open big parts of the wall to remove it. And it's now 2 hours later, just opening parts here and adding stuff, and I destroyed another cable by doing that. It's not a very good day here in the brick world. And you can think what I think in that moment. But yeah, 1 hour later we'll see it, 1 hour later, and I have finished all the stuff I wanted to do in just a few minutes now. Hours later, but I can check here. Yeah, you can see it. That's my checking cable and my checking LED. And all the connectors are now working, and now we can go to the better part. We can add the lighting to our new 2 shops. I have built the ceiling here. You can also see all the cables and LED stripes from my lightning partner Illumetro Bricks, the German distributor for Light My Bricks, and that's what we are going to add now to the building. You can see the building is finished again, and now I can place our finished model back here. It's a little bit tricky because there's not so much space to put it in, and as I'm putting it in, you can see in a minute that the light on the lower floor is going to activate once again, and after that we can put our new ceiling here on the top. And even here you can see when I'm adding it to that to its finished location and the connectors are in place, the lightning is it's on. And that's a very good system here because these connectors allow me to remove parts of the station or from other buildings I'm building without having problems with the cables. I can move it completely and there's no problem with the cable management. That's a very, very good system, one of the best parts here. And you can see I'm adding the other parts back that I have moved at the beginning of the video. And now let's see how it looks in the dark. You can see the current state of the mall here, and I think we did a good job because adding these 2 new shops make close a very big gap inside the building. You can see those 2 new shops, and they perfectly integrate to the other shops here. And as you can see here, that part here is going to be finished in quite a few weeks, I think. On the left side there's our Lego store I have to finish, and there's going to be another shop on the left side, but downstairs here all is finished already, and I think that part of the train station will be done in the first quarter or the second quarter of that year. And write me in the comments, what do you think about today's update? Write me in the comments, and then I can say bye.